Hey guys, another day of, well, laying around doing nothing and being very uncomfortable. Another doctor's appointment today, another $350, and still told to be in bed rest. We are almost on week 3 of being totally disabled and immobilized as a 40-year-old mother with 2 children who I cannot physically take care of, along with myself, who I physically cannot take care of, while my husband still has to work full time to provide for us, given I am incapable of doing anything and contributing in any way. We're at a total imposition, and at this point stuck in this position with no way out. We are seeking relief and support. I understand that the orthopedic surgeons that I've met with are doing their due diligence and ensuring that I exhaust all conservative treatments at home and whatnot before going to surgery. At the same time, I'm physically incapable of taking care of myself, of meeting my own needs, of even bathing or even using the restroom without wheelchair support. And even with the wheelchair, it's often extremely uncomfortable and impossible to do most physical things without knees. You'd be surprised at how wonderful your knees are until you don't have them. So thank your knees. Thank you, knees. But currently we have not had the help and support that we are hoping for. So I've applied at some different patient advocacy support and other mediums of support in hopes that I'll receive a response in timely, urgent status. With that being said, so far, nothing has changed. I'm still laying in bed, as you can see. If anyone is inspired to help me and help my family, I'm going to put a GoFundMe link in my description. I know that's a big ask, and for people that don't even know me, and maybe even for people that aren't even watching, because I don't even know if anybody's watching any of this, but it's really hard to just lay in bed alone and do nothing. I feel that the more I just lay here, the more that the more I do nothing, nothing gets done. That doesn't mean that I cannot rest, but I feel like I cannot rest until I have intervention. And then once I have treatment, I can rest and recover and do the typical timeline of rehabilitation and recovery. But until then, it's really hard to rest knowing that I'm just laying here like a wasteland, injured with no help. We know that when an animal on a farm has broken a leg, or especially 2 legs, and cannot care for themselves or provide for themselves, they are shot. They are put out of their misery. And as a human being, obviously that's not the first go-to, but at this point, I just feel like an animal abandoned and left with broken legs and no way to care for myself. So if you want to help, feel free. GoFundMe link is in the description. Thank you.